yeah, that's what I have to say about that. My favorite movie of all time. Wow, that's a hard one. Because I love a lot of movies. I love movies in general. This is gonna sound a little nerdy, but my top five are Digimon the movie, Yu-Gi-Oh the movie. Love those movies. Mortal Kombat's definitely up there. Um, Scott Pilgrim versus the World is definitely up there more recently. And if I forget any, I might add some later on my channel or something, because I'm thinking about doing that too. And another one would be... Now, these are just all I can think of at the moment. Oh, The Great Mouse Detective. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but that was just... I loved that movie when I was a kid. It was a good movie. But that's all I got right now. I'm sure there's tons more, but that's all I can think of. Now, on to Platty 4's question. Top 10 matches of 2010 so far, WWE TNA Ring of Honor. Not a top 10 for each, just a single one if you want, or do one for a company you're choosing, it doesn't matter. I'm going to try to do one of all of them. This is not going to be formal. Actually, Platty 4, I'm going to do a video for this top 10 matches of 2010 so far, because, I want to be able to prepare more for this question, and right now I'm not prepared. So, Platty 4, your question will be answered, just not right now. WWE theme Triple H. Sorry. Phone is annoying. Hi, man. You heard that Shelton Benjamin is going to Ring of Honor. Do you think... I think that was supposed to be written as a question. You heard that Shelton Benjamin is going to Ring of Honor? Do you think he is going to be good as an ROH champion? To my knowledge, Shelton Benjamin is only going into Ring of Honor on a day-to-day. And that Shelton and Charlie's real plans are to go to TNA. Now, this could change, as a lot of other things in the wrestling business could change, and I could be wrong. But, if Shelton was to be in Ring of Honor as like a permanent kind of person, I believe he would do a good job. He would do a great job as Ring of Honor champion. He could have great matches with guys like, Roderick, Davey Richards. So many guys in Ring of Honor he could have a good match with, It's just great. But I don't see him becoming Ring of Honor champion because, as far as everyone knows, he will be going to TNA after his day-to-day thing with Ring of Honor. Sorry, being weird. So that's my answer. Next questions are by Professor 505. Where do you see Shelton Benjamin, Matt Hardy, Kurt Angle, and Christian Cage in the next 3 years? It's a good question. Shelton Benjamin, as of right now, I see him in TNA. Hopefully by then in the main event. It depends on what TNA is going to do with them. If they're going to put him straight in the main event like they did RVD and Jeff Hardy and Mr. Anderson. Well, no, Mr. Anderson did have to work for it a little bit. Or if they're going to actually make him work for it over a long period of time. It just depends on what they're going to do with him. But I see Shelton Benjamin probably in the main event of TNA for the next 3 years. But then again, this all depends on how long of a contract Shelton Benjamin gets signed for. Matt Hardy, I see Matt either... These are his 3 choices that I see him doing right now. Is TNA with Jeff, still in WWE, or retired. I mean, I could maybe see him in the Indies, but not for long. I mean, it won't be like if he left WWE and just went to the Indies and didn't go to TNA, it wouldn't be for very long. It would just be maybe to, like have some good matches with guys like Chris Daniels, again with Davey Richards, these kind of people. That would be the only reason he would go in, and then he would be done. Matt, I really don't think Matt's gonna be wrestling for that much longer. And I don't remember whose video it was, but somebody said that Matt's always been in the shadow of Jeff, and I love both. I love Matt and I love Jeff. I guess the guy said the only way you can still care about Matt is if you're a Hardy Mark. I guess I am a Hardy Mark. I guess I am, and I have no problem. I love the Hardys. I always have. Ever since I saw, I swear to God, I didn't even see their, WrestleMania 17 shit yet. But the minute I laid eyes on the Hardys, I was like, oh my God, they're awesome. That's just me, though, so. I mean, I care, and I want Matt and Jeff to both be successful, but they can't in the same company at the same time. Because the fans get more behind Matt when Jeff's not there. But Jeff gets a lot of the crowd support. As so many people have said, Jeff Hardy gets some of the biggest pops, in wrestling history. It's good, great pops. Even when he's in small buildings, he gets huge pops. But yeah, Kurt Angle. Basically, this is all I can see Kurt Angle doing right now. I do not think Kurt Angle will be in TNA after the next 3 years. I can see him being in TNA for the rest of this year, and maybe into a little next year. But then after that, I see Kurt Angle retiring or going to WWE. I mean, he's not going to go to the independents. So, you indie heads, little indie fans, just get that the hell out of your head. You're not going to have Kurt Angle in the indies. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen again. No, it's not. You fail, indie heads. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you. I love the indie heads. But Kurt Angle, next 3 years, WWE are retired. Christian Cage. As I said when I answered that Christian heel question, within the next 3 years, I see Christian Cage back in TNA. That's just my opinion. Again, it's just my opinion. Next question from Prophecy 505. What would you expect to happen to Shelton Benjamin if he went to TNA? I could see Shelton, depending on if he comes in with Charlie Haas or not. If Charlie Haas doesn't come in with him, then he'll just do single stuff. But if he does, then I could see for a while at least Charlie and Shelton and teaming for the tag titles and having great matches with guys like the Guns, Beer Money, Generation Me, all these kinds of tag teams. Maybe even another one with Team 3D. I believe they wrestled Team 3D back in the day. I'm not sure. But after that, I could see Shelton Benjamin being the X Division champion a couple times, maybe. Like Itch. Shelton Benjamin, I can totally see him being the world champion. It'll just be a little bit so they can build him up properly. But, that's what I see happening to Shelton Benjamin if he goes to TNA. And should Bryan Danielson have gone to TNA, Daniel Bryan, I'm going to start calling him that. Because even though I think it's a stupid name, but I want to support Daniel Bryan in TNA, or WWE. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call him Daniel Bryan. So, should Daniel Bryan have gone to TNA? No. As of right now, I say that. Just because look at what WWE is doing for him right now. He's gonna go against Miz at Night of Champions for the U.S. title, and by all we know anyway, he's gonna win. So and Daniel Bryan has only been in WWE for a short time. Look how long it took Matt Hardy. A lot of people like Matt Hardy, and a lot of people, think Matt Hardy's a good wrestler. Look how long it took Matt Hardy to capture the U.S. title. Look how long it took John Cena, the poster boy of WWE, to win the U.S. title. And Daniel Bryan could win it within being back in the company. And the first time he was in the company, he wasn't even in the company for very long. And now he's back for a couple of weeks since SummerSlam, and he's going to win at Night of Champions. That is a good push. Yeah, I know it's not a Sheamus push where he gets pushed to the WWE title, but I don't think we want that. I don't think we want a bitter taste in our mouth from Daniel Bryan. I think we want a good taste in our mouth from Daniel Bryan. And that sounds really, really freaking wrong. Wow. But I think Daniel Bryan made the right choice going to WWE. And not TNA. Even though I hate to say it, and I would love to see him in TNA. But